Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Florida Gators and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
All eyes in the college football universe are on Bloomington, Indiana. Can the perfect Indiana Hoosiers run it back this season? Curt Cignetti has already been fiery and feisty in the offseason, challenging players to have a higher standard. Josh Hoover transfers in for TCU, and these fans are ready to run it back here in Bloomington. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Hoosiers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season.
Punt, and he's got room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play. So it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Jones to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good, and they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the counter. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Handoff for Ball. Steamrolls his way ahead. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Beebe. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. To the air, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. And what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Gators! They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Right down the middle. The short hands. It's Marsh. And he's wrestled to the ground.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The run inside. It's Beebe. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Intercepted and room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. receiver. Jones to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical. Defense.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a give the ball. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Jones wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So, up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Beebe. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Mays. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And the Gators come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. They get to him as he throws. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up first and 10 at the 19. Run in the red zone, it's Beebe. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now timeout taken by Indiana, that's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Indiana! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Jones wants to throw it. Wilson open on the right side. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
Handoff for Ball. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Wildcats with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just...
It's caught!
I love the competitive nature of this quarterback. Yeah, he's thrown some picks in this game. He's put his team in a hole, but he's still out there trying to make throws to bring his team back.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Beebe. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Under fire. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. At the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Into the end zone for 6.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Past the 50. He's inside the 40.
Tight coverage by this defense, creating the interception. And, man, for a second, it looked like he was about to house that. The offense does a good job becoming the defense and making the play around midfield.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Gators! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this off.
Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. And the big gain.
For one big play, they finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. The 50, the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Dude, you're just thinking hold them to 3, make them kick a field goal, don't let them score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going... Picked off! What a play to set them up! Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's a give the ball. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And the Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Jones to throw. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense...
Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Uncorks one. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires left. Finds his man, it's Preston. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Grabbed over the middle. It's shot. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's shot. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Right back to him on the ground. There's a crease. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.